Yes, indeed. B Marsh Box back at it with another live stream with goody boxing heads and fight fans around the world. So, man, I was just contemplating, man, which countries have the most current world champions, and this is up to date. I'm not talking about in boxing history. I'm talking about the current landscape right now. You know what I mean? Who has the most world champions? Which country? You know what I'm saying? Um, got me thinking of which champions we have in boxing. We got champions from all over the world. You know what I mean? We got champions from as far as South Africa to Ghana to Ukraine to United States, United Kingdom, Belarus, from all over, the Philippines. We got fighters from all over, you know what I mean? So I said, let me go ahead and do some data research, do my homework, come over here live, and I'm going to run this with y'all, you know what I mean? I'm going to do this with everybody who's listening, whether live or on archives, all right? So let's set it up one time. We're going to start going by division, the 17 divisions in boxing. From heavyweight, we're gonna go all the way down to strawweight. So let's start at heavyweight. We got two champions at heavyweight. We got Deontay Wilder, the WBC champion, and we have Anthony Joshua, the unified champion. He has three belts: WBA, IBF, and WBO. So those are two world champions right there. So we're gonna tally it up: one for USA and one for UK. Okay. I hope everybody's with me. And we're just gonna go down the line. We're just gonna tally up, and we're gonna at the end we're gonna total up all the tallies that we have, and we're gonna see what we come up with. All right. So we done with the heavyweights. Let's go to cruiserweight. We have one champion, undisputed, the only undisputed champion in boxing right now, Alexander Usyk. He's from um, he's from the Ukraine. All right. So that's one for Ukraine. He has all the belts, mind you: WBC, WBA, IBF, WBO, and he's a champion, the only champion at cruiserweight. So that's one for Ukraine, one for USA, one for UK, one for Ukraine. All right. Now we go down to light heavyweight. Now, light heavyweight, some people might have a problem with what I'm going to say, but that's on you, man. I'm just going with the facts, you know what I mean? Now, the light heavyweight, we got four champions at light heavyweight: WBC, WBA, IBF, WBO. We got four champions, four title holders over there. We have one lineal champion. And mind you, I gotta let it be known too. There's also a lineal champion at cruiserweight, and that's Alexander Usyk. You know what I mean? We're gonna tally up too how many lineal champions we have in the 17 divisions. Um, so Alexander Usyk is a lineal champion. At heavyweight, we don't have a lineal champion. And some might have feel a kind of way because I said that. Well, it's the truth. We don't have a lineal champion. You feel any kind of way, that's on you. Take it up with somebody else. Um, so cruiserweight, we have a lineal champion, Alexander Usyk. Light heavyweight, we have four different champions, and we have one lineal champion, and that's Adonis Stevenson. So Adonis Stevenson, he's from Haiti. He fights out of Canada, but the man is really from Haiti. He might have citizenship over there, which I'm really not sure. I don't know. I know the man has a criminal background. I don't know them to be given countries to be giving guys with criminal backgrounds and guys who serve time in the penitentiary. I don't know if they be giving these people citizenship. You know what I mean? So he's Haitian. From what I know, the man is from Haiti. You know what I'm saying? He might fight in French Canada, Quebec, Montreal, but he's from Haiti. Dimitri, okay, so let's tally that one up right quick. Haiti, we have one champion, okay? The other champion we have is the WBA champion, and that is Dmitry Bivol. He's from Russia, so that's one for Russia. Russia. I'm writing these down so at the end of the we can all tally up. You know what I mean? So that's one for Russia. The IBF champion at light heavyweight is Arthur Beterbiev. That's two for Russia. He's from Russia, okay? So that's two. And then, and he also he fights out of Canada, but he's Colombian. You know, I mean, I'm not gonna say he's Canadian. That's all right. We go to Jose Benavides magazine check and Joshua Venezuela. Venezuela. That's one for Venezuela. It's not called, but I'll call him. Ramirez was the first. And you know, the Canoli holds two belts, so he's also the WBA champion, the IBF champion at middle. All right, now we go to WBC at 100 pounds. Say another tally up for USA. Where the WBO champion at at junior middleweight is and he's from Mexico. One up from Mexico already. We're gonna go down to different. We'll keep that in mind. Champion over there at super middleweight. Um, Ring magazine, but not the lineal. But technically, 68-pound title was the what is it? You know what I'm saying? I think he's really the lineal. He's really the lineal super middleweight champ, and that was like from '88 weight title. And I was saying we gonna tally up for you. And I was saying we gonna tally up for you. The what? John Paul, the guy's name, Terrence Bud Crawford. All right. So he's up. Uh, 140 pounds, and that's super lightweight or something, whatever which way. And the WBC champion is Jose Ramirez. If I'm not mistaken, Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez is from the USA. If I'm not mistaken, he's from the guy in the Olympics. Um, so Jose Ramirez. Then we have three. Double check here live with you. Belarus, and that's one. Rules. We don't have any other champions as far as I know who from Belarus. You know what I'm saying? We got Kyrie Relic, good fighter. He's in the World Boxing, and he has the WBA. We have next. We have the IBF is held by Ivan Baranchyk. Ivan fought that Pilgrim guy, and he busted. I'm gonna have to double no Shank. I don't know his name. Bear with me one sec. Give me a minute. Where we at? From I don't want to do. I haven't. You want Rush? Mike 104 says, "Morning, friends. What's this is idol list since the weekend, and now this shit bugging, man. Let me hurry up, try to get this shit over with because that shit even bugging on my TV. All right, we was at Ivan Baranchek, right, at 140, and he's the IBF champion, okay. And then we got the WBO champion, Maurice Hooker. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna tally one up, another one for USA, and one for Russia with Baranchek. All right. I appreciate all y'all who stayed through, man. I know the stream been bugging, man. My Wi-Fi's on the fritz, but I think it's straight now. I ain't seen it reconnecting, so bear with me one time. So we had lightweight, and the WBC champion is Mikey Garcia. He's from the United States. He's not from Mexico. He ain't born in Mexico. That's what we're not gonna do. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to give this guy the true nationality rights where they were born and which country they represent. The WBA champion is Vasyl Lomachenko. He's from the Ukraine, so tally up another one for the Ukraine. Okay. And then we have IBF is vacant because Mikey Garcia dropped it, right? He dropped it, and Richard Coleman will be fighting somebody for that belt. So we'll omit the IBF, and the WBO champion at 135 pounds lightweight is from Puerto Rico. So that's the first one we have for Puerto Rico, PR. And that's one champion, and that's Jose Pedraza, the lightweight WBO champion. Alrighty, then let's move to super featherweight. And the WBC champion is Miguel Burchout. You know what I'm saying? He's a 130-pound champion from Mexico. Tally one up for Mexico. Oh, gosh. All right. Mexico, 4. Alrighty. What do we have next? WBA champion. This is tricky, and I'm just gonna keep it real. Fuck all. Fuck what the WBA says. The real champion over there is not Javante Davis. It's Alba Machado, and that's another one from PR, Puerto Rico. It ain't Javante Davis. How'd you? No, that's what we're not gonna do, and I'm not gonna explain it all. If you don't know the scenario, the situation that happened, go do some research. Pull out the articles, but I'll give it to the man, Alba Machado. Another one for PR. The IBF champion is from the United States. He goes from Philadelphia by the name of Tevin Farmer. Okay, so that's Tevin Farmer. Alrighty. And the WBO champion is Masayuki Ito. Masayuki Ito. He's from Japan. First one we have for Japan. Okie doke. Japan has one. Alrighty, and we're gonna go back down the line. We got featherweight now, and the WBC champions from the United States. He goes by the name from Capitol Heights, Maryland. Goes by the name of Mr. Gary Russell. WBC champion. The WBA champion. Now I gotta go ahead and do my homework on this guy too. Is Leo Santa Cruz born in the United States or Mexico? That one I'm not sure. Those that I'm sure, I don't even have to double check. But when I'm not sure, just for the sake of doing this video, I'm gonna keep it tall with y'all, and I'm gonna tell you the real deal where the man, which country the man is from. Leo Santa Cruz. Let me see. Leo Santa Cruz. I don't like iPhones. They just, I don't know. I'm quicker with the Android. You know what I mean? First of all, Android is even Google off GP. So, fuck. Okay, Luis Santa Cruz is a Mexican fighter, just like I thought, from Mexico, based in the United States, but he is from Mexico. Mexico. He was born in Huetamo, Michoacan. So tally one up for Mexico. Alrighty, that's Leo Santa Cruz. Other champions we have, I know Oscar Valdez. He might speak like an American, but I know he was born in Mexico. So we're gonna tally one up for another one for Mexico, and then we have Josh Warrington. Um, Josh Warrington, where's he from? Is he from the UK? Is he from Ireland? I'm not too sure. I know the guy he's fighting, Carl Frampton, is from what do you call it? He's from Ireland. You know what I'm saying? So we shall find out. Give me one sec. Alrighty. He's from Leeds, England. So he's from the UK. Tally one up, another one for the United Kingdom. Okay. Where are we at now? We're at 122 super bantamweight, and Ray Vargas, WBC champion, from Mexico. Mexico's catching up, man. They putting in work, man. Got plenty world champions coming up now in these lower weights. You know what I'm saying? Um, the WBA champion is Daniel Roman. Daniel Roman is from the USA, he's from California. No question about that. I do know that. Um, Terrence T.J. Doheny, IBF champion. If I'm not mistaken, is he from Ireland? Is Doheny from Ireland? I'm not too sure, but I will have to find out. And I have to spell his name correct. Terrence T.J. Doheny. He's Irish. So him being Irish, I'm not going to tally him up with the UK, with Britain, with England. Ireland is it's its own country. You know what I mean? Yes, altogether it's United Kingdom. Should I be? What do you guys suggest? What do you guys think? I don't know. I don't know. Should I put Ireland as its own country? I mean, if you know, Carl Frampton and what's his name? Carl Frampton and Warrington about to be fighting. That's not two guys from Britain. One guy's from Northern Ireland. One guy's from Leeds. So I'm gonna have to be fair. I have to. You know what I'm saying? I have to be fair, and I'm gonna have to give Ireland its own country. They are proud of their boxing heritage and just their heritage in general. So Ireland, that's one, and that's Josh Warrington. I'm gonna have to be fair because an Irish fan would come on the channel and say, "Hey, that's not fair. Why wouldn't you give credit for Ireland having a world champion and just lumping it up in a cluster with the United Kingdom?" They might not think that's fair, and I agree with them. Okay, so the WBO champion is from Ghana, Isaac Dogboe, 122-pound champion. That's the first champion so far from Ghana. Isaac Dogboe, good fighter, mean mother effer. Hope to see him in unification fights in the near future. As a matter of fact, he's fighting, I think, next weekend, if I'm not mistaken, or in the next 2 weeks. Already, at bantamweight, the WBC belt, I think that's vacant, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, but I will double check. I have to. I have to do my due diligence and double check. Yes, I have to. Because I'm not too sure who the champion is there right now. And You know what I'm saying? I have to double check. Give me one sec. What are we at bantamweight? The WBC champ is it's vacant as of right now. I'm sure if Naoto was on here on the line, he would let me know who's going to be fighting for that vacant belt. Okay? So that belt is vacant. Nothing happening with that nothing happening with that WBC at bantamweight. The WBA champion is Nonito Donaire. The WBA champion is Nonito Donaire. He's from the Philippines. Coming off that victory when the guy Ryan Burnett, he blew his back out. You know what I'm saying? The man blew his back out. So that's Philippines. We have one for the Philippines. Okay. Um, IBF champions Emmanuel Rodriguez, and that's another one for PR. PR's not doing too bad, man. They kind of seem like they were in the dark ages as far as world champions, but I'll tally these up at the end of the session of this video and kind of be surprised how many champions they have. And then at the WBO champion at bantamweight is Zulani Tete. So that's one so far for South Africa. Zulani Tete, WBO champion. And those three champions are participating in the World Boxing Super Series tournament, which is awesome. All right, so now we're at super flyweight, and the WBC champion is from Thailand, one of the best pound for pound fighters on the planet. He goes by the name of Rungvisai, Sirasakit, however you may say his name. I just call him Rungvisai. Saul Rungvisai. The WBA champion, although he should have lost his title this last weekend, is Kaya Fai. Kaya Fai is from England. It's another world champion for England. Then we have the IBF champion at super flyweight. He's from the Philippines. His goes by the name of Jerwin Ancajas. So that's another one for Philippines. And then we have the WBO is vacant, and I know Donnie Nietzsche is fighting somebody, so we're gonna omit the WBO title and keep it moving. WBC flyweight champion is Christopher Rosales. Where's Christopher Rosales from? If I'm not mistaken, I think he's from Venezuela, or is he? Um, where's he from? Christopher Rosales. That's the guy who bodied was he the guy who bodied Patty Barnes? Patty Barnes from what you call it? Patty Barnes from the guy, the Irish Olympian. Let's find out. Christopher Rosales. Nicaragua. That's right. That's right. That's a guy. I think he's Chocolatito's kinfolk. You know what I mean? That's the guy right there, and he's from Nicaragua. So that's one for Nicaragua. One for Nicaragua. Alrighty. Yeah, he's the dude I seen him body on that Tyson Tyson Fury undercard. He bodied that Patty Barnes, you know what I mean? A two-time Olympian medalist, you know what I'm saying? But he fought a whole wrong style. The WBA champion is a guy I'm not familiar with. His name is Artem Dalakian. Let's see where this guy's from. Never heard of him. Artem is from Ukraine. Okay, another champion from the Ukraine. I don't know that guy. That's the first guy whom I do not know. And I'm not gonna lie, as we go down in these lower weights, there will be some guys I'm not familiar with. No shame in my game. I will get familiar with them as I'm doing this video, though. Um, the IBF champion at flyweight is Maruti Mutalini. Got the vacant belt when he beat another contender who had an extensive amateur background, Muhammad Wasib, and Maruti Mutalini beat him, and he's the IBF champion now. So that's another one for South Africa. Big ups to South Africa, country with a strong boxing heritage and history. And the WBO champion is Kosei Tanaka. He's from Japan. So I've got another one for Japan. Alrighty. Now we're at junior flyweight. That's 108 pounds. The WBC champion, Kenshiro. Young dude. Kenshiro's a young dude. Very good fighter, man. He puts on excellent fights, and he goes to war from Japan. So that's another champion. And these lower weights, you will see now Japan starting to get more recognition as this video goes along. The WBA champion is Heki Butler from South Africa, white dude. You know what I'm saying? And we got to tally him up. That's another one for South Africa. And the IBF champion is Felix Alvarado. I've heard the name, not too familiar with them. And we'll do our research right now as we go along doing this live. And that's in the junior flyweight division. We're almost done. We have one more division left, ladies and gents, boxing heads and fight fans around the world. And at the end, like I said, we will do a tally up. Felix Alvarado is from Nicaragua. He's from Nicaragua, so that's two now for Nicaragua, you know what I mean? And I'm sure these guys will credit Chocolatito, you know, for inspiring them to be world champions. And then with the WBO champion is Angel Acosta. Oh, another Puerto Rican. Like I said, man, not too long ago, Puerto Rico seemed like they were in the dark ages as far as world champions, you know what I mean? And hey, like I said, we'll tally up before this video's over, you know what I'm saying? And so that's it for the junior flyweight 108. So now we're going to minimum weight. Okay? Minimum weight, and the champions there, the WBC champion is that dude who's 50-0. How you pronounce his name? Mang. It's hard to pronounce his name, man. 50-0. You know what I'm saying? This guy's 51-0, matter of fact. Wanheng Manayathin. I just call him Wanheng. Wanheng is another champion out of Thailand. That makes two. Okie doke. We'll keep it moving. The WBA champion, good gosh, man. That name right there. Holy cow. I think that's CP Freshmart. If I'm not mistaken, it's CP Freshmart, because Knockout CP Freshmart got a crazy name, and that's him. His real name is Tamananiang Neomtrong. I just call him CP Freshmart after the gym he fights out of over there in Thailand, and he's the WBO champion. So another champion. They need to do a unification down there, man. What are they waiting for? We'll see if Wang Han can still keep his undefeated 51-0 record. The IBF belt is vacant, and the WBO belt is held by a guy by the name of Vic Saludar, and he's from the Philippines. Alrighty, ladies and gents, we're finished. We're done with tallying up. Let me make sure I put this guy from the Philippines. And there we go. All right. So we're done, ladies and gents. And we'll go from Nicaragua has 2 world champions. Thailand has 3. South Africa, 3. The Philippines, 3. Ghana has 1 world champion. Ireland has 1 world champion. Or is it two? What did we say? Yeah, we said two. Um, the TJ McConey guy, and Josh Warrington. So Ireland has two. Japan has three. Puerto Rico has four. Belarus has one. Mexico has seven world champions currently right now as of today. And things could change. There's going to be a world championship fights next weekend. And I think, matter of fact, one of those in bantamweight, the WBC belt, I just remembered, Rashi Warren's going to be fighting for that. So you never know. You know, things could change by next weekend. You know what I mean? This is as of today, the 27th of November. Japan has three, Puerto Rico has four, Belarus one, Mexico seven, Venezuela has one world champion, Colombia has one world champion, Russia has four world champions, Haiti has one world champion, the Ukraine has one world champion, the United King Ukraine has one world champion. Is that right? I don't think so. I think no. They have Lomachenko and Usyk. Yeah, they have two world champions. The Ukraine does. The United Kingdom has six. And last but not least, the United States is dominating. It's dominating, and they have 16 current world champions right now. 16 current world champions according to the sanctioning bodies WBC, WBA, IBF, and the WBO. You check it. So USA still doing their thing. They still dominating the sport. You know what I'm saying? I said it a few years ago. You know, England, they were riding a wave. They was riding a ultimate high. They had, I think, at most 12 to 14 world champions. Now, as you can see, they've dwindled down to six. You know what I mean? And I was always saying at that time when they did have 14 world champions, 12 to 14, whatever the case may be, whatever number. I said it's only a matter of time, you know what I mean? Because I had looked at the divisions where these guys from England were world champions when they had 14, you know what I mean? Which was remarkable at the time. Like I said, there was riding a all-time high, you know what I mean? These guys had plenty of world champions from Kell Brook to Anthony Joshua. They even had, even Tyson Fury. They had a lot of world champions, you know what I'm saying? They've dwindled down to six, you know what I mean? And like I was saying at that time, it's only a matter of time, you know what I mean? If these guys face the right fighters, the guys from the United Kingdom, and vice versa for any country, you know what I mean? But I knew, it wouldn't last too long, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, at that time, some guys had world titles, guys like Lee Selby. Lee Selby, I thought had lost a few fights in his title defenses at the IBF with the featherweight title, but he kept getting gift decisions. Kaya Fa, I thought he lost his last fight this last weekend. You check it. If he had lost, that would be down to five world champions. You know what I mean? So Mexico has seven. You know what I'm saying? Good for Mexico. They doing their thing. Always is from what I've always known watching boxing. They've always been the second as far as having the most world titles. You know what I mean? So USA has 16. Man, they running the gauntlet. Man, they got the most world champions, and I don't see that changing no time soon. You know what I mean? Boxing in the United States might not be in the best place it could be as far as best space and just best fights to be made, and also public interest and all the above. You know what I'm saying? But overall, USA still dominates. You know what I mean? They still got the most world champions. You know what I mean? I don't see in most of these divisions. I don't see no champions, no contenders out of many of these countries. Let's say at welterweight, beating any of those four top welterweights. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the majority of their champions are. But like I said, man, all the way from heavyweight down to even 122. I think that's the last where we do see an American champion. We don't have any American champions at bantamweight. You know what I'm saying? So I think from super bantamweight 122, that's the last you get of any American world champions, and we have 16 total. And that's actually you know it's actually more than what it was 2 years ago or a year and a half ago when England, I think, even had more world champions than USA. You know what I mean? But have the tables turned over the last year and a half, 2 years? You know what I'm saying? And I don't see that changing anytime soon. You know what I mean? So that's just a quick little data research I gathered up. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all appreciate the video. I'm sorry for the video buffering at times and saying reconnect, you know what I mean? But I'll say it again. USA has 16. United Kingdom has 6. The Ukraine has 2. Haiti has 1. Russia has 4. Colombia has 1. Venezuela has 1. Mexico has 7. Belarus has 1. Puerto Rico has 4. Japan has 3. Japan had plenty more than 3 too not too long ago. Japan had about 7, 7 to 9, like within the last year, you know what I mean? So they've dwindled down a little bit, 2 to 3. Ireland has 2. Ghana has 1. Philippines has 3. Philippines has 3. That's remarkable. You know what I'm saying? And Manny Pacquiao is not even one of them. I'm not counting that WBA world belt he has because the super belt is held by the man Keith Thurman. Thailand has 3. South Africa has 3. Nicaragua has 2. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. And as far as lineal champions, we said we have one at the cruiserweight, right? We have one at cruiserweight. We have one at light heavyweight. We have one at middleweight. We have one at super flyweight. We have one at minimum weight. You know what I'm saying? So about 4 current lineal champions, you know what I mean? So yo, B Marsh Boxing, leave your thoughts and comments. Let me know what y'all think about these um, countries with the most world champions. And are you surprised that the USA has 16? Are you surprised UK has only 7? Are you surprised that countries like the Philippines has 3? And Mexico has 7. You know what I mean? B Marsh Boxing, leave your thoughts and comments. Appreciate everybody who came through in the live stream. And I'm out of here. Peace.